Today for breakfast is oatmeal. I got some dried dates, strawberries, raspberries, and cocoa in there. And we got some coffee as well. And this is our fantastic view. Some dark clouds are rolling in. Hopefully we can finish breakfast and pack up before the rain starts. It is day 5 here on the French River. We're heading over to Ox Bay today. We're going to be crossing underneath the bridge of Highway 69, and we'll be passing over Recollet Falls. It's supposed to be a pretty impressive waterfall. Other than that, we don't really have a whole lot of portaging or rapids to deal with, just small swifts, I believe. It should be a pretty good day. Continuing on for day 5, made our way past Lost Child Bend, under Highway 69, past Recollet Falls, following the main channel into Ox Bay. Day 6, continue down the main channel, past Dallas Rapids, the historical ruins, getting into Georgian Bay. The plan was to camp on the Bustard Islands for a night and explore that area, but with timing we decided just to push on. Following the boat channel, we made our way to the bottom end of Fox Bay. Day 7, continued along the shore, leaving the boat lane and heading towards Churchill Island. Day 8, we got back into the boat lane, made our way into Black Bay, camping in Black Bay. And day 9, we just had a short canoe back into Britt, where our car was. For day 5, we left campsite 505, making our way down the main channel. We're gonna have to flip the map to continue on. Day 5, making our way past Lost Child Bend, under Highway 69, past Recollet Falls, following the main channel into Ox Bay. We camped at campsite 633. This is camp just down from ours. Looks like that could be a tent pad. They had to trench it as well. And there's a bit better one here that was dug out to get it a bit flatter. And it's got these counters that are pretty sweet. It's kind of gravelly, sandy. And fire pits right here. Another bench. That's not bad. There's a lot of garbage at all these sites. Ours was covered in beer cans and tinned food. And then it's got this great beach area. Quite a bit of sand. And then gravel as well. And the shore is just surrounded by sand. It's a bit sandier down on that other side as well. It's got this awesome view though. We are just crossing underneath the train bridge, and then in the front there is Highway 69. We're just approaching Highway 69 bridge. There's 4 bridges here. I think one of them's used for sleds in the winter. Just passing underneath the bridges. So that far green one I think is a pedestrian bridge. There's somebody on it right now. And this is the pedestrian bridge. And Recollet Falls is not too much further ahead. We are just cruising along now. The current's really picking up. Lots of turbulence coming underneath. This is the top of Recollet Falls. Portage is straight ahead, and the falls are just there. This is Recollet Falls. I don't think we'll be running this one. This is the plaque at Recollet Falls. This is bottom of the rapids. This is a full view of the falls. This is below the falls. The French River is really closing up and getting taller. Some very high cliffs around here. We're just about to approach Little Flat Rapids, and then we don't have too much further to our campsite. This is Little Flat Rapids. Cole's gonna take us here through solo. I think we're going straight for a rock. This is the second train bridge. It goes over top of Ox Island. We just came across what I think is an old steam tugboat. Looks like it's laid over on its side. And a little bit there, I think is the boiler tank, and then there's the steam engine, steam piston. This is looking out into Ox Bay. That island in the center is pretty much the center of the bay, and straight on the other side of that is the main channel. We'll be heading that way tomorrow. Hopefully we can find a campsite just around the corner. Otherwise we'll be going that way a lot sooner. This is camp for night 5 here on Ox Bay. Down there's the water access and canoe launch, and we're just up top here. And it's a very exposed campsite. Lots of exposed rocks, but it has great views all around. And I think there's a storm coming. The wind's been picking up, so it's got a great view out that way. And because it is so exposed, the best place we found for our tent is just tucked away here, and we were able to get the tarp on it mostly as well, so it's kind of protected by a little bit of growth, and then there's a rock wall on the other side, and the fire pit's down this way, so there's lots of potential for tent pads all over here. So you got the tarp there. It's really getting caught by the wind. And so we got the fire pit down here. Cole's just rebuilding it so we can use it tonight. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And the tarp set up here. The bugs haven't been too bad at all this trip, so we don't have the bug shelter up yet, but if we need to, we can still set that up. And the water access is down this way. Got the canoe stashed and tied up. There's lots of blueberries on this site too. Big clusters of them, and just these fat, juicy blueberries. And so the water access is up this way. It's got an incredible view. A whole bunch of these little islands everywhere. It's kind of misting on me, but it's beautiful out right now. Except for whatever that cloud's doing. Here are these clusters of blueberries I was talking about. There's so many of them. Some of them are just massive. All back in here. The size of that one. Lots of blueberries. Oh yeah, look at this cluster. Lots of blueberries for oatmeal in the morning. Like every step I take, I'm crushing them. Another massive cluster. I was serious about the blueberries here. This is almost half a liter picked. They're just in huge clusters. Check out this incredible view just a couple minutes away from our campsite. We're on this beautiful peninsula. You can kind of see where the canoe's stashed, and our site's just way back there. Took a couple minutes to get here. And there's blueberries all along the trail just to get here. And it's got a pretty good cliff. We didn't think much of this site when we rolled up to it, but this view is incredible. This is an awesome fire pit setup. You've got your sitting rock where you can tend to the fire. It's got an awesome shelf right there. It's got the perfect height. It's in a pretty decently sheltered area, facing west. And lots of beech wood to burn. Tonight for supper, we are having beef and barley. I'm just rehydrating the dried tomato sauce. Do that first. And then we got an assortment of mushrooms, beef, barley, carrots, and I think some seasonings as well to give it the beef part of it. So it's coming along nicely. Weather's pretty decent. Those dark clouds from earlier just blew by. Didn't drop any rain. The wind seems like it's starting to settle down. Tarp still goes up pretty high and really drops down low. This is the beef and barley, and it's coming along quite nicely. It's about halfway there. Just needs to thicken and cook a little bit more. So this is the finished product of beef and barley. Got some whiskey to go with that. It's Canada Day. And we have we're sitting on top of this ledge for supper, so we got this incredible 360 view. It's gonna be a beautiful sunset. What an incredible view of the sunset. The view of the French River is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful landscape. That's looking up the Pickerel River. Our last view of the sun for today.